So today we're sitting down with Soulcrate Music, and I'm Alisha.
I'm Gillian. We're from GrowYourFlow.
And we're just going to ask you guys a few questions.
Okay.
First off, we want to congratulate you guys on the sold out show at the District. That's big.
Thank you.
First off, did you guys expect to sell out the big venue?
I always try to keep my expectations low and realistic, but that was kind of the goal to do something in our hometown, and it was the biggest sold out ticketed show that we'd ever done. So yeah, that was the hope when putting it together. So yeah, I'm glad that we got to that point.
Doesn't hurt having Prof on there.
No.
Yeah.
Speaking of Prof, you guys shared a set. You guys alternated a couple of songs at a time.
Yeah.
How did you guys decide to do that? Like, what was the motive behind it?
We just figured Prof does well in our city, and we've been friends for a long time, and we brought him down to play a lot. He's brought us up here to play a lot, so we figured we'd just try something new, and pitched him the idea, and he was down. So Fundo and our DJ Absolute sat down and kind of built a set, and we just thought it'd be something different, give people something different.
Yeah,
I guess.
something we've never ever seen before.
Yeah, it was fun. It was real fun.
So can you guys explain a little bit how the two of you started off rapping?
How we started off rapping?
Yeah. What started
Really
it all?
poorly.
Really poorly. Yeah. Actually, I was in a rap group before Soulcrate with a friend of mine and Corey. Yeah, still in West Live in Portland.
Oregon. Yeah.
Portland. And what? You came back?
I came back to visit, and Danny was doing stuff with Corey, and it was kind of popping off. Like, I had my friends calling me, like, your little brother was at the bar rapping last night.
It was Atmosphere was a group that I was in.
Oh yeah, is that it?
But so it just Danny was starting just kind of doing things, and I kind of took his lead, and just ended up kind of just happening by chance, I guess. And we just 12 years later, here we are, I guess.
How did you guys come up with your name?
It was kind of a name that Corey, DJ Absolute, had used.
It's kind of like a production.
Yeah, just as a production name, kind of, and we had moved in a new direction and started this new group, and we were like, we need a name, and he had already had that, so we just ran with it, I guess. Just kind of happened that way. And Soulcrate, at the time we were sampling a lot of classic soul, funk records, so soul creator records just kind of came together.
Really clever.
Yeah.
Put that together.
Well, with your guys' newest album, Welcome Back from Wherever You've Been, hit number 28 on iTunes, what do you think made this record explode the way it did?
It was just we decided to release it digitally a week before the physical came out, and we just kind of tried to point everybody in one direction, just to try to maybe make a little wave on the iTunes chart, and it worked, and we were super stoked that everybody got behind it and helped us out and bought it. It was just an experiment, really. It's been a couple of years since we put a record out. We figured we'd try it that way, and it went good, for sure.
So how do you guys go about writing your songs? Do you guys switch off verses, or does one of you write a whole song?
It's different with every song. Sometimes we'll sit down together and write them, which rare. Sure, we barely ever do that. But sometimes I'll write a song and send it to him, and he'll put his take on it, vice versa.
It always starts with a beat, with one of Absolute's beats, and then Danny will do something and send it over to me, and I'll spark an idea, or I'll lay a verse down, or a hook idea. We just kind of build off of it. A lot of it is done separately, and then we come together in the studio.
We all have home studios too, so we can do it.
It kind of, we put down rough ideas and just pick away at it, and yeah, it's different every time, though, for sure.
So what are the two of you most proud of about your work?
I am most proud of just the fact that me and my brother have managed to make songs for a decade.
Not kill each other.
And not kill each other. Yeah, and I don't know, I was thinking about this on the drive today, we'll probably be 60 years old with grandkids and be let's do one of those old songs. You know what I mean? And regardless of where we go or what happens, we've worked on music together and made art, and that's really tight.
On top of that too, like you guys are from Sioux Falls, South
Right,
Dakota.
yeah.
Big hip hop name.
Yeah,
Sioux Falls making it.
Nah, it's cool. Like I'm just proud of the fact that we've stuck it out and like just rode it out over a long period of time. Like, and it's easy because we're brothers and we can't break up.
Right. Yeah.
I guess we could. We'd hate each other, but we figured it out.
What's the biggest challenge you guys have overcome as a group?
Probably the same thing.
I mean, yeah, just working together and working through stuff, and like I don't know, probably staying in South Dakota is probably initially like it was kind of just who we are, and then it's probably also limited us a lot, like as far as industry and there's not a lot of music industry in South Dakota.
Yeah, overcoming no hip hop.
Yeah. So I don't know, like
Zero.
that's kind of it's always been our thing. Like we are from South Dakota, like the rap music from the middle of nowhere thing. It's kind of been our like claim, but it's also like our worst enemy in the end because there's really no industry there. And if we're in Minneapolis or LA or a bigger city, like there's probably a lot more connections we could have made. But I wouldn't change anything. I'm happy to be from South Dakota. Sure.
So which one of you is the older brother?
Yes.
I'm older.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely would have guessed that.
Good.
So, is there some sort of sibling rivalry you guys have?
I don't think so.
Just always be on top, number one, and everybody else.
Well, speaking of that, though, who would win a rap battle?
He's beat me in many rap battles.
Really?
I think if it really came down to it, Danny's got a little bit more skills than I do in that. But yeah, we've battled a few times. I've taken him.
Yeah. There used to be rap battles in West. Won a few, and I always got beat up. So that answers
Pretty
that
humble
question.
of you to actually admit that, though.
I know. Yeah,
You know what though?
Don't search those.
Like we've never had like that's one thing. Like we've never had like competitiveness about it. Really, it's just like it's always been.
I don't think we would have lasted as long as we did.
It's never been like us trying to outdo each other. It's more like us trying to like inspire each other and make each other do better. But it's never been on some like competitive shit.
So both of you seem very family and relationship oriented. Wes, you're married.
I am married.
You have a little girl, right?
Yeah, she turned 2 yesterday.
Oh my God.
And Dan, you're in a long-term relationship, right?
Long term.
How do you guys balance touring and recording with like the family life and everything?
Well, I mean, we both came into the relationship, they came into the relationship knowing that we were doing music, which is a huge part of it.
For sure. And it's tough, like that's tough, the balance between that is that you just have to have a supportive relationship, and it works out pretty good for us. But yeah, like I'd much rather I'm comfortable like that, chasing girls. So yeah, I'm happy being calm, being the family man. I like that.
Well, last week, the two of us got to get a little sneak peek in after party traditions. Dan,
Oh yeah.
can you tell us about the knife juggling? How did that come about?
That's Prof. You want to talk to Prof about that? I have scars on my hands from that guy. I don't know what happened one like the first time he came to Sioux Falls, and now it's like a tradition that we have to out-juggle each other overnight. So now
Absolutely the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Well, now my girlfriend, every time Prof's in town, she like 2 days in advance, she hides all the knives. So that's why he had the ski poles. He took
Oh
them
my
out,
God, yes.
Well, he took them out of the neighbor's garbage. Brought them over there. I don't know. It's really stupid and dumb.
It's a good tradition.
Yeah, it's a tradition.
It's interesting. It's unique.
So do you guys have any favorite memories from performing?
I mean, favorite memories for me, locally, like a lot of our stuff it revolves around our city. Like, we just threw a show last summer called That Sounds Decent, which we kind of released our record with. Big free show in Sioux Falls. We had POS on the bill. Had over 4,000 people come out. That was a big victory for us. Like, I was really proud of working on that event for like a year and watching it happen and come through. I think we're gonna do it again.
That's definitely one of my favorite moments.
Yeah, and
I was so nervous about it.
Sure.
At first, and then it was raining all morning.
Right, right.
Like, and it just came together beautifully. And that was just awesome.
Last weekend too, I'm proud of last weekend. Like, you know, we had that new venue open up, 1,500 capacity, and you know, be the first local group to sell it out clean. It feels good, I guess.
Yeah, it was an amazing show you guys did.
Thank you.
Is there anything else about Soulcrate that we haven't touched on that you think like your fans should know?
I don't know. I think the thing about Soulcrate is, I guess, if you know us, you probably know it. But like I don't know, we all do a lot of different shit. Like Soulcrate isn't like I don't know, it's the main focus, and I mean we're all like really into like photography and food and art and that kind of thing. And the cool thing about it is like, for me, every good thing in my life, you know, in the art side, all leads back to music. Like in skateboarding and music is like where everything cool in my life has come from like my wife to, you know, like I don't know, everything, like it all points back to music. So I think that's cool. Like I don't know, wherever we go in our lives, like it all kind of started from this. Yeah, but I don't know. That's probably not even the question you asked me.
Good answer.
No, it's a great answer.
What did he say?
Yeah.
Oh, you second that.
Alright, well, thank you guys for
Yeah,
sitting
thank
down
you.
with us
Thank you for
and-
coming. GrowYourFlow.
GrowYourFlow.com.
You know it, heroic, I'm loaded, components, fanning the boat is still floating, sailing the coldest, the cold and hailing, I'm home. I can rest my head in peace, bringing the beast, bring 'em out, I'm thinking that